In the journey of life, our eyes are the windows through which we see the world. But what happens when this window gets foggy? Not from the outside, but from within. If you're part of the GVHD community, then you're probably all too familiar with the battle against chronic dry eyes. Today, we're delving into the science behind it, my personal battle with it, and the treatment that has been a game changer for me. Let's dive in. Let's get scientific for a moment. Ocular GVHD manifests primarily on the surface of the eye, leading to dry eye disease. This happens for a few reasons, but mainly, and what I'll focus on in this video, is damage and fibrosis to the lacrimal glands. The lacrimal glands sit on the upper and outer portion of the eye sockets. Fibrosis is basically the excessive accumulation of connective tissue within an organ or tissue which disrupts its function. Think of it like a construction crew that just never knows when to stop building. Just continuously laying down more and more scaffolding even after the repair is done, right? So this overbuilding crowds out the original structure, making it unable to perform its original function. In the context of the lacrimal glands, fibrosis reduces its ability to produce high quality tears. This disrupts your tear film, which is crucial for keeping our eyes moist and healthy. The symptoms can range from being mild to outright debilitating. I know someone who spent most of his days at home on the couch with a damp cloth over his eyes because it was just too painful to even open them. He eventually went on to receive treatment which dramatically improved his symptoms. The same treatment that I received, which I'll discuss later on in this video. On a more personal note, my journey with chronic dry eyes has been a bit of a roller coaster to say the least. Struggling to stay focused in lectures because of the constant irritation.
We have the HLA, B, and C. These present antigens on these top little tissues. Speaking of presenting, remember your presentations are next week. They're worth 85% of your final grade. Make sure they're good.
A dramatic increase in my sensitivity to light, which makes it a battle to deal with oncoming headlights when driving at night. Constantly wiping away tears that seem to never end. Since my lacrimal glands are producing these low quality tears, which don't sufficiently keep my eyes moist, they respond by producing even more of these low quality tears. Because from the perspective of the lacrimal glands, my eyes are dry and this needs to be fixed. So they respond by producing tears, which they don't do very well. So how do you treat this? Okay, let's talk solutions. The first treatment were tear duct plugs, which, spoiler alert, did not stick around for long. These are tiny plugs that were inserted into my tear ducts on the inner corner of my lower eyelid. It took about a month before these popped out on their own, so it didn't work very well. Next, I had my tear ducts permanently cauterized. In retrospect, this probably should have been a last resort treatment, but hindsight is 20/20. No pun intended. Now, in addition to the pain and suffering of this procedure, most notably the freezing of my inner eyelids.
Just want to give you a quick heads up. This is, it's gonna hurt.
Okay. It also did absolutely nothing to alleviate my symptoms. Last but not least, and what should have been first and not last, are the scleral lenses. This is the game changer treatment I talked about earlier in this video. I've had these for about 4 years now and they have been fantastic. Seriously, I have nothing to complain about regarding these lenses. They look like normal contact lenses, but you put these saline drops inside before you put them in your eye. So they keep your eyes nice and moist throughout the entire day. They were an investment, but absolutely worth every dollar. They've brought relief like nothing else. Navigating chronic dry eyes in the GVHD community is tough. It feels like, I don't know what I want to say, subclinical, right? Like it's not severe enough to warrant full attention, like organ failure does, but it's not mild enough to not drive you crazy every second of every day. If you're out there now currently struggling with chronic dry eyes caused by graft versus host disease, I recommend talking to your doctor about scleral lenses. As always, thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, consider sharing it with your community. Give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So See you in the next one.
Oh, sorry, just a little. Sorry, it trimmed. Okay, you want to try one more time?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.